Whatever you do mindfully is meditation. To meditate is to bring body and mind back to the present moment so that you do not miss your appointment with life. Those are the words of famous Vietnamese Buddhist monk and peace activist Thich Nhat Hanh. Most days in college, my appointment with life feels buried under deadlines, obligations, in a calendar that never has any empty space. There's always something. Constantly. We've gotten so used to being busy that having free time starts to feel like a mistake. Like we're doing something wrong. In college, stress becomes a kind of escape. If I'm stressed, at least I'm doing something. At least I'm moving. There's a comfort in chaos. It feels safer to be overwhelmed by what's next than to sit quietly with what's here. Being present starts to feel like a void we're scared to look into. In the middle of the chaos, it's easy to forget the beauty, how truly beautiful all this is. We stop noticing the way the city of Madison glows on a winter night, and how cold snow feels as it lands against our faces, or how that first drop of coffee touching our tongues feels. College is supposed to be the place where we discover ourselves, but a lot of the time, it feels more like getting lost in noise. It's like we're always leaning forward into the next lecture, the next exam, the next job, the next version of who we think we should be, and not actually meeting the person who's living alive right now. We keep running and running towards the edge of the cliff, forgetting about the cliff's existence, forgetting about our impermanence, until suddenly we're at the edge and the only thing left to do is step off. In Buddhism, there's a famous sutta about a musician named Sona. He decided to become a monk after hearing the Buddha speak about the happiness that comes from non-attachment, and he threw himself into practice chasing that promise. Sona walked meditation so intensely that the skin on his feet split and bled, but instead of peace, he mostly felt pain and frustration. Despite all his efforts, the happiness he imagined never seemed to arrive. His mind was still full of cravings and world desires. He started to wonder if anything was changing at all, or if he was just wearing himself down. In that doubt, he decided it would be better to give up and return to lay life. Hearing this, the Buddha came to speak with him. He asked Sona, "When you used to play the lute, what happened when the strings were pulled too tight?" Sona answered, "They made a harsh sound, and sometimes they broke. And when the strings were too loose, they made almost no sound at all. Then when did the lute make beautiful music, Sona?" Sona replied, "When the strings were not too tight and not too loose, but tuned in between." The Buddha told him, "You have been straining too hard in your meditation. Do it in a relaxed way, but without being slack. Try it again, and you will experience the good result. This is the middle path, but not in some abstract philosophical way. It's right there in the body, in how much we push, how much we let go, and how much we hold ourselves between burnout and collapse. Many of us in college are like Sona, pushing too hard. We forget to walk the middle path, tightening our strings so much that they snap. For me, trying to return to the middle path has meant learning to be present in really simple ways. Letting myself feel the cold air when I'm walking by instead of rushing to class. Noticing the other students around me. But most of all, I've used the guitar to ground myself. Whenever I study, I bring my guitar with me. Whenever I get overwhelmed, I play. Sometimes it's only a few chords. Sometimes just the intro to a song I've played 100 times. But playing has become my way of loosening the string when I'm too tight, and tightening it when I've gone slack. It's my way of stepping back into the middle path. One of the songs I keep returning to is Diamonds and Rust by Joan Baez. It's famously about her relationship with Bob Dylan, about an old love who has turned into a voice on the phone and a collection of memories. On the surface, it's a love song to the past, conversation with someone who isn't really there anymore. but underneath, it's a song about impermanence, about how even the brightest moments rust, how memories shift and blur no matter how tightly we hold them. When I play it, I feel how freeing it is that nothing lasts forever, that even the hardest moments will pass, and even the sweetest don't have to be clung to. So now, as a kind of guitar meditation, I want to play Diamonds in Rust as my way of sitting with that impermanence, and just for a few minutes, keeping my own strings tuned to the middle. Well, I'll be down. Here comes your ghost again. That's not unusual. It's just that the moon is full. You happen to call. And here I sit, hand on the telephone, hearing a voice I'd known a couple of light years ago, heading straight for a fall. As I remember, your eyes were bluer than robin's eggs. My poetry was lousy, you say. Where are you calling from? A booth in the Midwest. 10 years ago, I bought you some cufflinks. You brought me something. We both know what memories will bring diamonds and rust. Now you burst on the scenes, already a legend, the unwashed phenomenon, the original vagabond, swayed into my arms. And there you stayed, temporarily lost at sea. The Madonna was yours for free. Is the girl on the half shell would keep you from harm. Now I see you standing with brown leaves falling around, snow in your hair. As you smile at that window, that crummy hotel over Washington Square. Our breath comes out and white clouds mingles and hangs in the air. Speaking strictly for me, we both could have died then and there. Now you're telling me
that you're not nostalgic, then give me another word for it. You were so good with words and keeping things vague. 'Cause I need some of that vagueness now, so I'll come back too clearly. Yes, I love you dearly. If you're offering me diamonds and rust, I've already paid.
In the end, tuning the strings, sitting with impermanence, trying to live the middle path, it's all just a long loop back to the present. Or as James Joyce put it, think you're escaping and run into yourself. Longest way round is the shortest way home. Thank you.